Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Transport Fever. And well, we're pretty much where we left off last episode. I've moved on 6 months or so, perhaps, if that. But already things are moving apace. I just want to pause this for a second because there's something we need to do first. You may notice that we've got a good collection of customers here waiting at the airport up here in Whitchurch. 30 passengers waiting for a plane which carries just 8 people. There are 2 planes on the route, so the question really is do we add another plane or upgrade? Now unfortunately, if we look at the airline here and look at the replacement options, I've already put one in, to be honest, but I've done that because the Junkers 512, was it? Or 52. The Junkers 52 is no longer available, so I can't add more planes of that. Well, there is the Iberian, the Spanish variant, the modded. Well, I think it's a mod of a mod actually. This one, they've added a Spanish feel to it. But they've actually cut down the number of passengers to just 4, which doesn't work for me, I'm afraid. So we're not going to use that one. The other planes we have available to us are the Stratoliner, the DC-3 Iberia. The DC-3 I think is a in-game vehicle, so obviously the Iberia is a modded version of that. Again, that's not adding any more passengers to it, to be honest. The DC-4, however, takes 15 passengers, 15 passengers, so I think that will be a suitable replacement, which is why I've picked it. We could go for the Iberian version. Why would we do that? It's more expensive. It costs another 70 grand to run in a year, but it does go 50 miles an hour faster. Ooh, the Constellation, that's a lot faster. We could do that, couldn't we? 23 passengers. No, we'll stick with the DC-4, I think. It's a nice increment in capacity without costing us vastly more. How much does this one actually cost us? 105 a year, so it's costing 3 times as much. Heck, but it does go nearly twice as fast, so that's fine. Yeah, so I think we'll do that. We'll replace all of them, in fact. So we'll replace all of you from less than 3 grand. 3 million rather. Okay, so let's just we'll just pause and watch this one upgrade itself for the moment. The train we added at the end of the last episode as well, the electric train from here from Whitchurch up to Felixstowe, is still losing money, but it will do for a little while yet, I think, because it's quite an expensive consist. But I've hopes for that. Certainly we're getting a fair number of passengers waiting in Felixstowe to take the train down here, because that way they'll connect to the rest of the world, basically, so that's quite nice. So how does our... I've noticed this, was it on... Thank you, there it settles down a little bit. And again, 1 or 2 shy of capacity when you replace it, which is curious. Again, that's a lovely looking model. The Great Western logo is the one I'm using. It's from a mod pack. Again, you can find that in my Steam collection. Lovely vehicle. Anyway, yes, there's lots of passengers coming up. Oh, here it is already. 21 of 32. So it's ramping up quite nicely. It's not losing too much money yet. Okay, now what I actually want to do, I'm just going to pause this again for a second. My main concern at the moment is losing money. Now overall I am making loads. I have no complaints about that at all, but it would be nice if every route gave of its best. And there's a couple that aren't doing terribly well at the moment, to do with the food. Now obviously it's just delivered something, but the other one, the Exeter fast food, was, yeah, it's running close. That's quite impressive. 6.79k. It's hardly worth the effort, is it? So that one's running very close to it. That's balanced. But the Northside Food Distribution one, which takes food from our food processing plant up here south of Exeter to the hub at Grantham, and then by truck delivered into Falmouth. That's not doing it for me, I'm afraid. That's losing money quite substantially, and my plan to fix that is to include another destination for food from that hub and thence from that train. Yeah, we're not delivering a great deal of food, 32% to Falmouth. Could we actually... we could add more trucks to that, but I don't think that'll help too much at the moment. So what I'm thinking of doing, 2 stages. First off, we've still got a lot of livestock here waiting to be picked up. 200 and something, was it? 250. There we are. So I could increase the length of these trains, but I thought what I'd rather do, in fact, is add another train to it. We should increase the frequency of delivery, which means it should be producing food more rapidly for the 4 lines, I think, which come out of here delivering food. So that's what we'll do. Now, unfortunately, time has moved on. Where the heck am I? Here I am. I'll use this depot here for this. Oh, I've already set this in motion. Dear me, that was a bit rough or rude of me, wasn't it? Yeah, so the train I'm using, because the train that's currently on the line is the original GWR 2884. Let's get this down to steam. It's no longer available, but there is a British Rail variant of it here, which has pretty much the same spec, certainly the same speed. So I'm going to be using that one. Now for the freight, at the moment all the other trains on this line are using the Verbandswagen. I hope that's some vaguely approximate German pronunciation, which travels a nice 75 miles an hour but only carries 8. So there's 13 of those on each train so far. And we have got this new Bromberg Deutsche Bahn wagon here, a modded vehicle, as you can probably tell because the description is all in German. It is considerably more expensive, but it does carry more than twice as much as the Verbandswagen at 20. So I'm going to use that. We only need 5 of those, I think, to get approximately... well, those are carrying 104 at the moment, but I think we'll just take 100 on this train, and that will do nicely. So if we set you to the farm produce, and the farm produce line is not a problem at all in terms of profit. It is one of my most profitable lines on the entire map. Here it is, farm produce. As you can see there, 5 million near enough so far every year for some time. So this is a bit different, this train, but those are lovely big wagons. Love the detail on them. That is very nice indeed. Okay, so that will, where's that going to go? I'd rather it had gone down there, to be honest, but it couldn't because there's no double slip. Never mind. Actually, no, that's okay. We'll let him carry on. He'll find his way to the livestock soon enough. Okay, now we're getting more livestock delivered up to the factory. Hopefully to deliver us more food here to the hub on this here train, the North Side Food Distribution, which delivers lots of food here to the truck stop. You see, it's not even broken even yet, even on that delivery. So we want to get that to be full more often, and to do that, what I'm going to do, way over here, is add food delivery to Whitchurch. Now this requires a little bit of jiggery pokery because we've got 2 fast oil delivery trains on this stretch of track so far. We certainly do not want to interrupt those because they are remarkably profitable. Look at that, over 5 million last year. That's, yeah, so we definitely do not want to interrupt that. So we're going to need more signalling on here. Now these trains don't stop at Whitchurch on the way back, so what we'll do once these why have I done this here now? Honestly, I'm going to wait for these trains to pass through before I can do that. But no, what we'll do, we could lay out the line while we're waiting. So this is going to go from here to there. And it's going to be, what's a nice colour for food? Orange? Yeah, let's use orange. So this will be Whitchurch Food Bulk. There we are, that's what we'll call it. Right, so those trains out of the way. Good. Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a moment so it doesn't interrupt what I'm doing. We're going to upgrade this station here. We're going to add 3 tracks, but they're not going to be stations. They're not going to be platformed. Oh, I can't do it on this one. I need to actually change the station type. Is that what I want? That's it. Yeah, so we've got a middle track which is going to run straight through the centre of the station at high speed, which is the oil train returning back to the refinery. High speed catenary. No, I think I'm going to stay with steam for the moment. Diesel will be turning up, I think, in the next few years. Can't remember exactly which year, but it does turn up soon-ish. So we'll probably end up with diesel on here. So let's do that. Okay, now the trick here is we're going to need to fiddle with this bit here. And we'll leave that there actually. Actually, no, I didn't. Why did I do that? Because we could do with an undo feature on here for when you do stupid things like that. There's no catenary on this stretch. Okay. And I had a cross track in here, didn't I? Let's switch over. That'll do. Oops, there you are. Okay, yeah, so what we'll need to do in fact is change the orientation of these. So what we want is when it comes in here to use platform platform 2. Unfortunately it can't because it's not connected yet. Actually, so what I'll do, I'll leave it like that for the moment. We need to sort this end out. But the question is, how far do I need to go back? Because we want to keep it going fairly fast as it approaches the station on the through track. Okay, that's that and that. Okay, so that smoke's in the way. Can you go away? Thank you. Right, so he's going down there. So what he will need to do, he'll need to catch up there. And we just need, the return track is coming up here, so can we get you over there? Do you mean construction not possible? Of course it's possible. It does look a little bit slow, doesn't it? Because there's a lot of curvature in that. I'm going to need to I take some of that out? Not really. Oh, that's slightly frustrating, isn't it? Can I take this back any further? We need to get this up here. That looks even slower than it was before. That's slightly depressing. Oh, we'll have to take it as is, I think. Well, I suppose he should slow down a little bit as he's approaching the station. We'll get you off that track as soon as we can. That smoke going to go away. There you are, nicely dissipated. And you, can we connect you straight up there? Yes, we can. Okay, so what we've got, if we put the lines back in here, so the Whitchurch food bulk, that needs to cut. They're not going to be single line trains. Come on, being silly now, boys. Right, we need some more signals at the other end, I think. Oh yes, we certainly do, because he will need to switch over. So what will need to happen is we'll need this train. It will come in. Which is the best way to do this? Right, so when he comes in, he will need to switch over to that track. Is this the right way around? We'll see how it works. I think we should be okay. It's possibly not the optimal setup. So if we take you from there to there. Okay, so we've got the food bulk, that's it, it's worked it out for me, thank you very much. So the food bulk comes in here, along with the fuel train returning to the refinery, and then skips over at the last minute onto its own platform down here. And also on the way back out it takes its own line there. So we need this train here. Yeah. The Whitchurch fuel train to can I do a... Oh, I can! I wasn't expecting that. They're crossing over tracks. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay, right. So the fuel train is going to come in. It's going to come on here. This is cumbersome. This is cumbersome. No, I think we do need to. I'd rather him. Actually, can we switch that out? Let's do that. Let's do that. I've changed my mind again. Oh, we need. Why do I keep doing that? We need that piece of track. Get in there. There you are. Okay, the collision there is the light, so we should just get rid of that light. Okay. And then, yeah, need to run that into there. Cool. Ah, brilliant. Okay, so that's done that. So it comes in there. We will in fact, I think, switch the Whitchurch one to go to platform 1. That's better. That's better, I think. That makes more sense. Why have they both done... they've both done that. Whitchurch Annex, you can go to platform 2. Right, okay, so he comes in on that line, drops his fuel off there, while he can drop his food off there. He comes out down here. Right, so we just need to make sure that our returning fuel train takes the middle track to go straight through the station. Right, that's cool. So what we need to do, we need some signals here. Use the lights. Go on train, move on. Let's get rid of that smoke. I think there is a smoke reduction mod somewhere. We will have you... Okay, returning to the fuel. I think the food train will take precedence here, so we'll leave you there. And what we want you to do... Get rid of that. Don't think we need that anymore. So from the Grantham hub we will then take that there. Excellent. Right, so our fuel train dropped its last load of fuel off at the hub. It returned on this wait for the save, thank you. Wait for the it comes in on this line along with the food train as well, and then immediately as soon as it can switches into this middle track to head off straight through Whitchurch without stopping back to... Right, it needs to cross over. Yeah, we need to fix that. So we don't want... Yeah, we want... Let's get rid of that signal there. We need you to switch there. That will do. And if we bring our lines back up, brilliant. It knows what I want. It knows what I want. That's excellent. Right, and that should double track all the way back to the refinery. That's fine. Okay, now the obvious thing here is because we're going to have more trains running on this piece of dual track, we'll need a few more signals, I think, to give us shorter blocks to enable us to run all these trains. So we will put a signal in there. We will put a signal in there. Put another one or two in here. There we go. That's not a very long stretch. Splendid. And do we need any more here? I think we will, actually, just to keep our trains moving as much as possible. They may slow down as they approach signals, but as long as they keep moving, that's fine. Let's just check that our routes are okay at this end. Okay, so the food train, which we haven't built yet, we'll take that line. That's good. I'm happy with that, I think. Yep. So, let's build this train. Use our depot down here. Let me just check that line. Which fuel? What's your speed? I think it's 75. 75, okay. So we'll try and match that with our new train. Which one? We'll use steam because I don't think we've electrified all of that line yet. The Flying Scotsman, that's 75. That's that one's faster. but cheaper. Maybe it's not so powerful. What else do we have on here? You're 81. You're cheaper again, aren't you? GWR. That's cheaper still, but a little bit less power. Actually, that might be okay. Yeah, these newer ones down here, apart from the new British Rail Britannia, are slower. So what we might do, actually, let's call that line up again. What trains are we running? Anyone would think I had a memory. Which vehicles are these? That's 214. I think that's an old train. I don't think we have that model available to us anymore. Oh, we do. There it is there. That's an expensive one though. It's going to take some time to make money on this food route, so I don't think we'll spend that much money. I think we'll stick with a little GWR. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's you. And food wagons. I think we'll stick with the smaller and cheaper ones for the time being. That's 16. Let's start with 32, shall we? We may need more. We may need another train, to be honest. But let's see how that goes. Whitchurch food bulk. Excellent. Right, so we'll just keep an eye on you. Now the thing is, do I actually have cargo delivery within the town to the food areas? No. What lines do I have in Whitchurch? Oh, I don't have any. Ah, right, okay, we need to sort that out. We need to sort that out right now. So I thought I had built a small cargo depot, but obviously I haven't. So where do we want it? Oh, we could stick it here, couldn't we? That looks like a nice, convenient, open piece of ground. And oh no, we need it here, don't we? We need it here to pick the food up to start with. That's the first thing we need. Cargo. Actually, if I develop that station further, I might want to keep that free. That looks okay there. Yeah, it is lighting up the station. I'm okay with that. Excellent. Oh, what we could do here actually is use one of those new cargo bus stops that we had. Oh, there was the newest mod I put in. Where was it? Was it not here? I thought it was. Well, maybe it doesn't turn up yet. There's a nice piece of road with yellow lines on. Ah, there it is. Right, now I think though that is actually well, that might work. That might actually work there. What's that? That's oh, it's all in German, so oh, street link. Ah, right, okay. Well, let's see how this works. How does this work for yeah, putting it down there doesn't cover a lot of the commercial area. Turn that around a piece. There we go. That sort of looks alright, doesn't it? Now, I'm not sure if this one actually holds cargo or not, but to be honest, we don't really need to worry about that, because that will hold all the cargo, because it will just be dropping off here anyway. Okay, so we've got a drop off cargo point there. Again, I think I actually put this mod in the description of the last video, so I won't add it to this one, but it will be. That looks a bit iffy there, doesn't it? Never mind. But it will be in the Steam collection, of course. And we will use a passenger bus stop, but it will look like a cargo drop-off point, which should alleviate some of the frustration some players have of using bus stops for cargo delivery. Okay, so we're going from there. If we drop off here, that seems to work, doesn't it? Or up there. This is a faster street, so we might do it. There. Let's do it there. So again, I can't remember if I will probably put these in the description, for the link for these in the description of this mod. The link for this mod in the description of this video. So I'm not sure if it's in. Well, there you are. You see, lovely. No parking sign, or parking for trucks only. Right. So that means we need a new line. So this is going to be Whitchurch food delivery. That's the internal delivery of food, and you will take your food from this halt there into Whitchurch. No, I don't want to call it central. To where's our new drop-off point? There we are. To there. Again, a terrible colour. So we'll. There you go. That's better. I'm not sure I like the route it's taking there, so I don't use them very often in the game, to be honest. But we'll use a road waypoint. So we'll stick that there. And after Queensway, where's my waypoint? There it is. That's better. I like that a bit more, I think. Okay, oh, we need trucks. Of course we do. So we'll buy a few freight trucks. These are getting old now. It's 1952. These are going to be running out. Their lifetime is running out, so we won't use those. The Opel Blitz, all the Benz. The Benz is a bit slow. It's cheaper, but it's slow. Let's keep current. So we'll buy 3 of those, perhaps. We'll set them all to the Whitchurch food delivery. Splendid. In fact, what we'll need to do, if I make that wait till full, we will keep it down to 1 minute. Excellent. I want to change the name of this. No, we'll call this. We'll call this something. So I'm pressing the wrong key here. Oh dear, oh dear. Commercial Centre, we'll call it that. It's as good a name as any. There you are. Right. So here's our funky new food train coming into Whitchurch. Obviously empty. As yeah, there's no food hub for it. So he's on that centre track already. Excellent. Waits briefly. We probably need what we call a release signal on there, don't we? That's cool. So he races through while the next... it works! I just love it when a plan comes together. There is a kind of release signal up there for that one. We'll put another one in. Just to keep things moving along as quickly as we can. There you go. Do we need a signal here? Possibly. We'll put one in anyway. Don't think it will cause us any harm. Did I have enough signals here actually? Thinking about it. So you're coming in. Ooh, this is a... Right, we don't want anything stopping in the middle of that junction because that intercepts on the passenger route. So no, we won't signal that side of the junction. We've got a signal there, that's fine actually. The signal will be here actually because we're coming out of the station. I don't think because we're close to the station has implicit signals anyway, doesn't it? Let me just stop this for a second. What are we doing with our food train? Have we got a train coming down? Oh, you've just delivered and given no food to... No, that's very generous of you. No food at all, but we'll stick a weight on there for full. Again, we'll keep it to a minimum. Right, let's just check on our other line. The food distribution line. Farm produce. That doesn't tell us how busy it is. Farm produce. Ooh, it looks quite full, I think. Why is... Oh, he's carrying wheat. Don't carry wheat. No. How did that happen? How did that happen? No. That is... Let me just... is that the right wagon on there? Did I make a terrible mistake in selecting that particular wagon? It takes food but not livestock. That's frustrating. Okay. Well, grain isn't really what's we're picking up here. I'd rather it was... Darn! Okay. Which train is this? This one here. Oh, he hasn't delivered anything yet. Oh, end of year, and a couple of new buses, modded buses. We might look at those in the next episode. Go away. Where is this train? It hasn't made a delivery yet. That is annoying. I didn't notice that. I was so enthused by the availability of a new wagon, and I just didn't spot the fact it carries food back, which is curious actually. It's an odd combination because grain normally goes into hoppers or some such which don't carry food, so I'm not quite sure what this modder was doing on this one. So how's our factory doing? Yeah. So he's making a good. He's going to make good money nonetheless. But that could be an issue with this one. think what I might do is off camera is I might change those wagons back, I'm afraid, to the Verbandswagen, whatever it was called. So it carries livestock as well, which is what we're focused on really from that farm. It's not an arable farm, so it is producing just livestock, in my view anyway. Okay, I think that actually, not quite sure how long this has been running for, but I think we've come to a reasonable time. Now, in the next episode, what I want to do, which train should we follow? We'll follow you, and I might use you as a screenshot. As the so why are those tracks? Well, those are slow tracks. I need to upgrade that. Well, there's more upgrading to be done, obviously. Okay, so I will probably change those wagons to the other ones, the older ones. So it's making as much as we can in both directions. Now, in the next episode, we're going to return to passengers again, I think, because as you can see, there's lots of passengers waiting. We haven't updated the locomotives for a while, so we'll have a look at doing that. Now, whether we do that still in the age of steam, or we move some of them to electric, or wait on till diesel, I'm not quite sure, so we'll see how this pans out. But yeah, anyway, so thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this this little episode. Quick view of our bank balance. We're still increasing our money. So we spent 16 million, good grief, did we really? 16 million on new vehicles, and we still made 10 million in profit because we had a 64 million income. I don't know where all this money's coming from, but I ain't gonna complain. And finally, on here, Exeter. Oh, right. Northside Food Distribution didn't make as bad a loss as it normally does. Okay, so there is hope. There is hope, I think. Anyway, so yes, thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this this little episode, and if you have, please do leave us a like. And of course, if any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, critiques even, whatever, would be great to hear from you. Just leave a comment in the box below, and if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know as soon as I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play videos. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever, once again thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon. But until then, bye bye for now.